Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with another video, and the Assassin's Creed Syndicate system requirements have just been revealed. So I thought, hey, Assassin's Creed is a series that's been really shady on the PC, so we definitely gotta go over these system requirements, and I've been hoping and praying that AC Syndicate will be a good port, but these system requirements are not giving me much hope. But let's get right into this with the minimum requirements. As far as CPU goes, you're looking at an Intel Core i5-2400 at 2.5 GHz or an AMD FX 6350 at 3.9 GHz. So right away, the takeaway is that the minimum is an Intel Core i5-2400, so AC Syndicate might be one of those games that if you're running like an i3, it's going to be very, very difficult to run this game. And then on the AMD side, it's the AMD FX 6350, which is a super cheap CPU. I know a lot of people with AMD machines have that CPU. I used to recommend that CPU a lot, and it's still a very good CPU to this day, the FX 6350 and the 6300. So pretty standard stuff as far as minimum requirements go. Then you go to recommended CPU requirements. Oh boy, an Intel Core i7-3770 at 3.5 GHz or an AMD FX 8350 at 4.0 GHz. Realistically, do I think you're gonna need a Core i7 to run this game at optimal settings? No. I mean, I don't see Syndicate being any harder to run than Unity, and I ran Unity with an i5 no problem. It's not like my i5 was the thing that was making Unity run really poorly. And Syndicate is actually a graphical downgrade from Unity if you guys don't know, but a Core i7-3770 at 3.5 GHz and an AMD FX 8350. The 8350 is literally half the price of the 3770, so the takeaway here is that the i7-3770 is a quad-core CPU, but it has hyper-threading. The FX 8350, obviously you guys should know that that has 8 cores. So all that's really telling you is that if you do have more than 4 cores, or you have a CPU with hyper-threading, AC Syndicate will take advantage of that. As far as minimum RAM requirements go, you're looking at 6 GB, and then recommended is 8 GB, nothing too shocking there. Like I've said for a while now, if you don't have 8 GB of RAM in your machine, what the hell are you doing? It's so cheap, just go for it and get the upgrade if you're still running 4 GB. And then minimum video card requirement, you're looking at the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 660 or the AMD Radeon R9 270. And you're going to want 2 GB of video buffer as well. So the GTX 660 was a super popular mid-range video card about 3 years ago, and the R9 270, that's still a video card that a lot of people pick up these days, so that being minimum requirement isn't too bad. The GTX 660, like I said, is a 3-year-old GPU, and the R9 270 is a very budget-oriented video card. It's only around $140 to $150. Now the recommended video card is really weird. The way Ubisoft lists this is that as far as video card requirements go, this is how they word it. You're gonna want an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760 4GB or the newer GTX 970. That doesn't really make sense. The GTX 970 is much more powerful than the GTX 760, so why is the 970 being recommended alongside the 760? I don't know what that's all about. And then they list the AMD R9 280X 3GB, which is pretty much a video card that's in between the GTX 760 and the GTX 970's performance, so just very weird. I don't even understand this. If someone can decipher this and tell me what it means, I don't know why Ubisoft decided to list it like this, because it's very confusing. Literally, for recommended video card requirement, they're listing 3 video cards that perform very differently. The GTX 760 these days isn't the most powerful video card in the world. The R9 280X is a really good mid-range video card, and then the GTX 970, obviously you guys know, is one of the better video cards on the market. So just super weird what Ubisoft is doing. I don't know if that was a typo. I don't know if they just wanted to put the GTX 760 4GB model on the list to tell you that if you do have a lower end video card, you'll still be able to run this game at decent settings. Just very confusing how Ubisoft listed 3 graphics cards, all of different performance, and it's just odd to me. Hopefully we'll get some clarification from Ubisoft. And then finally, how much storage you need. You're gonna need 50 GB of storage. Ouch. And Assassin's Creed Syndicate is gonna be a game with some DLC, so if you're gonna download that, it's probably gonna be more than 50 gigs, so that's unfortunate. But hey, at this point, like I've said, with AAA games, you should really expect them to be 40, 50, even 60 GB like you saw with Black Ops 3. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If one of you guys know what this video card thing is about in the recommended section of Assassin's Creed Syndicate's system requirements, let me know. I'm a bit confused, but I might just be dumb, so let me know in the comment section down below. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you disliked it, well, you know what to do, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.